Welcome along to your latest transfer roundup. James Mason and Simon Barlow taking you through the four biggest stories across the world of football today. And we start with a rumour involving Tottenham Hotspur because there are big reports that they are on the verge of signing Giovanni Lo Celso. The Argentine is going to make the move from Real Betis. £66.3 million has been mooted for this one, so it's another big outlay by Spurs. It maybe shows their ambition heading into this new season. Good signing for you, Simon?
Well, I think it would be, yes. I think it would put a lot of pressure on other members of the squad, though, particularly Christian Eriksen, who's been rumoured to be possibly on his way. But yeah, Lo Celso is a quality player. He was in great form for Real Betis last season, 16 La Liga goals. I think he's got to that level now where he's ready to play in a regular Champions League club, and Spurs obviously see themselves at that kind of level as well. The fee, well, it's going to have to be a lot of money because Real Betis actually owe Paris Saint-Germain quite a hefty chunk, 20% of the transfer fee anyway, plus his first club, Rosario Central, are also due a cut. So there's a lot of money that's going to get passed on by Real Betis to other clubs as a result of this deal, which we believe is pretty close now.
Yeah, pretty close. A medical is reportedly expected this week. From Tottenham then over to Manchester United, a player you can't keep out of the headlines at the moment, Paul Pogba, and also another player you can't keep out of them is Neymar. Big rumours that there's been a potential swap deal offered, so Neymar for Pogba, but Manchester United will have to pay at least £30 million on top of that to secure this one. It seems a little bit out of reach, I think, this deal.
Yeah, far-fetched. I always don't quite believe these swap rumours that come around because it takes a lot to agree a swap deal, doesn't it? But you've got to have both clubs wanting that particular player. You've got to have both players wanting that particular move. And to be honest, I don't see Neymar wanting to go to Old Trafford right now with them finishing sixth in the Premier League last year and only playing Europa League football next term. Paul Pogba to Barcelona, I could possibly see him tempted by a move there, but his agent, Mino Raiola, controls what Pogba does and controls what all his clients does quite tightly. And of course, he didn't let Matthijs de Ligt move to Barcelona, pushed him in the direction of Juventus. And I would think probably Raiola will have a big say on any deal involving Pogba that could go right to the last day of the transfer window.
Yeah, expect this one to rumble on. Let's move over then to a rumour involving Crystal Palace and Chelsea then. The Eagles, who obviously we know have lost Aaron Wan-Bissaka to Manchester United. Roy Hodgson looking to replace him with Reece James apparently, and they are said to have had a £20 million rejected by the Blues. Now Frank Lampard, he's looking at his youth this season, the 2 transfer window ban. He thinks that Reece James can break into the first team, so Palace would have to up their offer significantly. Do you think they will?
I think Crystal Palace have got the right player in the focus right here because Reece James is almost like an Aaron Wan-Bissaka, lookalike, isn't he? Replacement, the way he plays, he's good going forward. He's got lots of pace, great tackler as well. We saw him on loan at Wigan Athletic last year, making great strides in the Championship. So I think Crystal Palace have certainly, identified the right player, but it is going to be hard to get him out of Chelsea, as you mentioned, with the transfer ban. And with the fact that really, if Lampard's going to play with a flat back 4 at Chelsea this year, his only sort of real option at right back in terms of the senior squad is Cesar Azpilicueta. If he gets injured, who will there be? They can't buy anybody. So I think Reece James is going to be the man for Chelsea as possibly the second choice right back.
Yeah, Palace may have to look elsewhere. The final rumour going around then involves Arsenal because Dani Cabellos is meant to be going to the Emirates on a season-long loan from Real Madrid with then a permanent, an option to buy him permanently at the end of that. Very good player, very highly regarded, but hasn't really done it in Spain.
Yeah, I think Real Madrid are quite happy to sort of push him out a little bit there. It's not worked for him under Zinedine Zidane. I think it could work for him at Arsenal, though. I think Unai Emery's probably spotted a really good player here that's available on the market and fits into their budget. I think what it would do as well, put a lot of pressure on Mesut Ozil. If he had a great season at Arsenal, then he could potentially become the sort of the next Ozil for them. So I think it's got legs, this one. I think I could see that happening. It would be just a loan deal initially, so it would be a case of both player and club trying each other out. But obviously with a transfer fee that Arsenal could realistically afford as well.
So those are our thoughts on those 4 rumours. Let us know yours. Go on social media, Twitter and Facebook. And also don't forget to hit that subscribe button on YouTube.